I'm here to show you, the double mat retrieve. It's basically 2 retrieves, and you're asking the dog to go for one particular retrieve first. So to make it easier to start with, we use short grass. We have a dog on our left side as always, and we throw the right side dummy first. The reason why is because that way then, when we throw the left side dummy last, that's the one the dog's going to concentrate on, and then it becomes easier to block the first dummy that's gotten thrown, and the dog can concentrate on that last dummy. So you'll see it's easier to show you than tell you. So we throw the right dummy out first, we tell the dog we don't want it to move. It's around 15-20 foot away, and we do it again. Again, we're just reassuring the dog we don't want it to move. So we hopefully now should have a preference that the left side, because it's the last one that got thrown, and you can see a little bit with Drake kind of looking in that direction. And also, if you look at my body posture, I'm actually blocking the right side retrieve. Okay, so I make it really obvious. I'm going to send him in for it using his name and a hand signal. And when he goes for it, just before he picks up the retrieve, the dummy, I'm just going to blow 2 blows on the whistle to get him back and get him to deliver it nicely into my hand. Okay. Drake. Make sure you praise your dog. Bring your dog back to the set position again. And we're going to repeat that behaviour again until we get that right. And then we're going to move it on slightly. So I'm just going to get him to go and get the other retrieve. And then we start again. But this time we're going to make it a little bit harder. So again, on short grass, we're going to set the dog up, but this time we're going to throw the left side out first and the right side out last. Okay? Making sure the dog knows not to run in. And this time we've got to use all our body, and we've got to persuade the dog to go for the right side. And what I tend to do is just go a little bit slower with the directions with the hand signals, and it normally just gets the dog working a little bit easier. Okay. So, if you have any problems with that right retrieve, because the dog has the access or the open access to the left retrieve, if there's any problems with that, what I would always recommend is maybe throw the left retrieve into some grass, a little bit taller than what we've got right now, so there's no visual stimulus or visual deterrent to get the dog to go and get it. Or you could have somebody just out there, that area, that if a dog does make the mistake and goes over there, they can just jump onto the dummy, and it becomes boring, and you can reinforce the dog to come back to you. So that's the double mat retrieve. That's getting the basics right. The next thing then is to do the same thing again, but get the dog to go for the first one that got thrown out. First retrieve that got thrown out. So if you look at what we're doing now, this is the last one that got thrown out. It's thrown to the right. Again, I'm going to make it easier for myself. I'm going to send the dog for the one that got thrown out about 2 or 3 minutes ago. Okay, again, it makes it a little bit easier because I can position myself and block the other retrieve. So if you notice, I didn't insist on the dog looking at the item or looking at me. I knew he'd already seen it just by his body posture. So sometimes different dogs will read a different way. So don't always insist that your dog looks to where it's going, and don't ever touch your dog and direct your dog where it wants to be physically, because really it doesn't help. You want the dog to make the right decision, and you want the dog to make its own decision. Okay. So we've done that again. So again, we're going to make it a little bit harder. So we set the dog up, bring the dog next to you again, in the sit position, throw the item out. That's the last item that got thrown, so this is going to be the hardest one at this stage, is to go for the item that got thrown out about a minute ago. So again, we're going to do everything we can to insist that the dog goes this way. Okay. And sometimes when a dog doesn't come back to you exactly how you want, maybe an extra couple of toots on the whistle just to reinforce the retrieving. And that's it, short grass. Thank you.